Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the winners of 7 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Got his man quickly. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Snagged in the middle, it's Nelson.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Gonna run it. It's Blade. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll give it on the counter.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners! precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Indiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the move. It's played. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Quickly complete. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery, and you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sooners send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Continues to fight for yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He makes the connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. They get him down after he makes the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, going up top. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare them.
He'll pull it on the read. LSU will get a first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Off play action on first down. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The give out of the gun. Bulls his way forward. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Coming after it. Setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. And he's wrestled to the ground. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll try the run. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. 4 wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quick strike complete. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. This offense has a second down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it behind the line. It's played. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The inside handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Right on target this time. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The give to the back. Running with power.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
And they can't make the connection. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harvin. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over Western Kentucky.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Still running at the 40.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, big juke to get past. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead, nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight, the score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wide out. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips away. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. And I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Spits it out to the back. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was enough points. Win, advance, build some confidence, find some things with this offense down the road that you do better.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.